I don't know how I'm really supposed to express about you all wanting to get the house.
Uh-huh.
How's that going to help the homeowners and the taxpayers here? We must not ignore that we still have serious lawsuits here. God, I'm coming one of it, and I actually have been trying to the residents to do an out-of-court settlement.
She's one of the folks filing a lawsuit and still hasn't seen a dime. So now she's speaking out like, hold up this house deal, not sure I'm feeling it, ... Especially since y'all still owe me money. Music fades in, what's up? It's your girl J9. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear all of it. So, the village of Dolton just held a meeting, mostly centered around buying the childhood home of the very first American Pope. Yes, you heard that right, the first American Pope in history came straight out of Dolton Dial. During this meeting, they were discussing whether to approve the purchase, laying out their reasons, some of which were actually pretty solid. But one speaker in particular really caught my attention. A local news anchor is about to break down how the whole process went down. Then I'm gonna play a clip from a woman who voiced her opinion, but the way her bias came through. Whew? It was instant. And honestly, kind of nasty. But first, let's roll that news segment. Now that part had me raising an eyebrow. Like they're talking about using eminent domain.
Yeah, Sylvia, we got a little scoop for you this lunch hour. We have learned that the village of Dolton will, in fact, be taking possession of the home you see behind me, the childhood home of Pope Leo XIV, after cutting a deal with the two property developers that bought the house and rehabbed it long before the Pope was elevated to his position. Well, as you can see, today's roofers are putting a new roof on this home, the project being performed by Windy City Construction Group, who reached out to the village, offered to put on a new roof for free. But we've learned that the village board, which is meeting tonight, will vote to purchase this now historic home. What we don't know is the exact purchase price, which will not be made public until closing sometime next week. We are told that the price will be
Maine to take control of the place? I think can y'all correct me in the comments if I'm off. But isn't there a process where they can turn something into a historical landmark? Like once it's officially recognized, you can buy it, sure, but you can't just bulldoze it or tear it down, you feel me? There are rules about what can or can't happen to it. At the very least, it has to be preserved. Y'all let me know in the comments if you've heard of that, because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But using eminent domain here feels off, like this is someone's personal property. They put in the work, fixed it up, maybe they're ready to sell, and now here comes the village, stepping in because of its historical value, saying, we're gonna take it. I mean, yeah, technically they'd have to buy it, but even the idea of them threatening to take it, that just doesn't sit right with me. I definitely want to know more about how that's supposed to work. But then the owner said that, all right, let's go ahead and roll this clip from the meeting. So this one lady gets up and surprise, she's not feeling the idea at all. But when she starts explaining why, things get ... a little murky. So let's take a look. She opens with, I don't even know how to say how I feel about y'all.
Be illegal, so this agreement is something of a win-win for both sides, avoiding a long, expensive legal battle and securing the home for the village at a more reasonable cost. Now, there have been a steady stream of tourists and Catholic faithful coming to visit this house over the past several weeks, including even today, where the Pope lived with his family in the 1960s and 1970s. The village...
While buying this house, Munkay, off to a smooth start. She starts rambling, kinda just floating around, talking in circles. Says she's tight with the community and just wants to ask some questions, drop some food for thought. Then she goes, if y'all partner with a bank and something goes left, then the bank owns the house. Like, yeah, that's kinda how mortgage works, sis. Then she wonders if the house is actually gonna generate revenue and how that'll benefit homeowners and taxpayers, and I get it. Those are valid concerns if she were being genuine. But here's the twist. This woman is literally one of the people suing the village. She's still waiting on her payout, so of course she's a little salty. Now, when she started talking, it was like 18 words of nothing. I think she was nervous. Probably because deep down, she knew she wasn't just there to express concern. She had an agenda, and it showed. She said, we gotta be careful. I don't even know why we buying this house, then hit us with, Where's the money coming from? Ma'am, this house would literally bring in tourism, foot traffic, and money. That's the whole point. Think Disneyland. People come for the castle, but they spend all their money in the shops around it? That's how this works? Same idea turn. The Pope's childhood home into a historical attraction, then boom, restaurants, hotels, gift shops. Simple math, but she's acting like it's some big mystery. Like y'all didn't just explain it 40 times, and then she reveals the real reason she's here. We still have pending lawsuits. Oh? You don't say, and guess what? She's part of one of them. She's like, I've been trying to get an out-of-court settlement. Okay, ma'am, now we see you. You're not here to protect the town. You're here for your money. This is giving conflict of interest, loud and clear. It's like seeing someone who owes you $20 buying new shoes for their kid, and you're like, do they really need those sneakers? Let's be real. That's basically what she just did. She walked up there like, I don't know if y'all should be buying anything, especially since you still owe me, girl, and then she starts glitching, stumbling over her words, saying stuff like, hi, I'm coming one of them. What? Does that even mean? You could tell she's nervous? Probably because she knows this whole thing is rooted in self-interest. It's like her brain was trying to talk her out of speaking at all. But it's too late, she's already at the mic. Fumbling the delivery, she starts listing off all these random issues, lawsuits, failing infrastructure, and something about the sewer moving. The sewer moved? Where, ma'am? Did it pack a bag? And leave? And then she brings up the color issue. What? Who said anything about race? Ain't nobody bring up color? And suddenly she's out here talking about humanity and race and unity and the Pope being white? Ma'am, we were not even on that channel. She's got all these little half-thoughts floating around like ghosts in the room. Invisible money, invisible problems, invisible solutions? Like what? Ghosts are getting paid, but the community isn't. Did Casper get a job on payroll? She should have written a speech. Honestly, a note card, something, then it gets funnier. She starts talking about street cleaners and sewers filled with dirt, just throwing out concerns like darts at a board. Wants people to donate fans to the fire department? She's everywhere. Then, we need a leash law. But I don't want to tell nobody I want to kick their dogs. Ma'am, what is even happening? And she ends it all with, the bottom line is, come on now, that's it. That's the statement. That's her mic drop. Come on now, that's the bottom line. She literally stood up there and said 12 different nothings. Back to back. Thankfully, the trustees didn't fall for the emotional spin. They didn't let her crab in the barrel mentality stop them. You know that whole, if I can't have it, no one can vibe? That's what she brought to the mic, luckily. The board moved forward, and they should have. A few moments later, we actually heard from Dolton's Mayor Jason House about the move. We believe this is in the best interest of the taxpayers. We've always said we wanted to honor the Archdiocese and do what's right for the community. This will be a benefit to the village of Dolton. It's truly a treasure. And there it is. Simple, smart, powerful. The village didn't have to dump a huge chunk of money all at once either. Wintrust Bank is financing the deal, and the village will pay it off gradually. They're even buying another house down the street to fix it up because, you guessed it, presentation matters. They're planning for a whole historic district, a real destination. People from all over the world are gonna want to visit the Pope's boyhood home, and when they do, it's going to benefit the town. So yes, they pulled the trigger. As they should have. If you let a blessing this obvious slip through your fingers, you deserve to be living in that runaway sewer that woman was talking about, but not me. I'm not doing it. Y'all go ahead. I believe in you. Mama believes in you. And Mama loves you. Yes, she do. Peace.